everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another ship deck tour here on the Celebrity Summit right now, and I've picked probably the best day for this while it's really sunny up on deck. I'm just going to start you out right here at the very rear of the ship up on deck 12, because this is like the sun deck area. So what we'll do, I'm looking down to like deck 11 and deck 10 right there. So what we'll do, we'll go for a wander and I'll take you around this side. This is what they call like the sun deck. It's quite a small space just on the very rear of the ship with some more comfortable seating and cabanas that you can see, and it's got like a screen there, shows like sports and movies and whatnot. On this trip we don't spend much time up here at all actually, because we're on an Alaska cruise. We're just heading into Canada right now through the inside passage. As you can see, some beautiful scenery. I'll just take you around this edge as it's identical on the other side. And yeah, it's this ship's like a 20-year-old ship, but in recent years it's had a refurb. I've mentioned this on a regular vlog, and it's one of the reasons why we opted to go for this option with Celebrity. And it is a nice ship compared to what you've seen me on before. It's a lot smaller, but it's perfect for this kind of trip. Anyway, on deck 12 you've also got a sports court right here. Want to shoot some hoops, you know, play a bit of sports with your friends. It's dead right. And that just leads us down to this staircase right here, down to deck 11. I'll see you at the bottom. So just come down there from deck 12, the rooftop terrace. Just head around. There's like a running track on this ship. It kind of ends right there. You can't like navigate all around this deck. We're just spending a bit of time up here today because we're heading into the narrows of the inside passage. This is just the beginning of it, and it gets really narrow soon, so it's going to offer some amazing views for today. Yeah, this is the main deck 11 right here. Looks down onto the pool deck. Everybody comes doing a bit of walking and whatnot. Take you around this side. Good views on both sides, as you can see. Again, it's not somewhere where we spend much time on this trip because it's a little bit too cold and too breezy on an Alaskan cruise. But we've got super lucky today with this, for sure. There's a lot of people up here waiting to see the scenery. But again, yeah, this ship had a refurb about 3 years ago, I believe, and it's got much nicer cabins and interiors. You can see some of the old remnants of it if you look closely. A little bit aged, but all in all, it's a nice cruise ship, definitely for its age. I'll just take you up here just to show you. So the staircase in front of us basically goes back up to deck 12, but that's it's what they call the retreat sun deck, I believe, and that's just for, see in front of us right here, look. Yeah, so that's basically, there's another sun deck up there with really comfortable lounges, but that's just for suite guests only. So come back around here. I'll just show you from this side, from the top of deck 11, you can see down into 10 where the solarium is right there, which we'll walk you through in a moment. And as we keep coming around, just done a bit of a loop of the track right here. And to my right, this is the first of many bars on the ship. This one's not open right now, but this is what they call the mast bar. Right there in the centre, the shutters are down. All your beverage needs up on deck 11. Just come back on ourselves to this side. We'll go through the door in front of us where those people have just gone through. Go towards the front of the ship, and the very front of deck 11 on this ship offers one of the biggest bars on the ship. I'll just get through this door. As we come through, there's a nice bit of artwork right there, and some elevators on the far side. There are 3 banks of elevators on here. They have 3 on this side, 3 on the aft, and then they have a glass one like in the centre, which brings us to the Sky Lounge here on deck 11, which is a huge bar on top deck's really nice, offers stunning views, good entertainment, good drinks. Just take you on a loop. There's a bar right in the middle there. If I spin you around, there's the stage. Plays live music every night. And we'll just whip round this way, and the very front here you can see right down onto the front of the ship in the helipad. There's the bar right here. Good staff on the bars on this ship. You could have good fun. And there you see right down there, look, there's the very front of the ship on the helipad. So I'll just whip back round. It's quite busy in here today, which makes sense because it's a lovely day for views. And I shall see you back at the entrance. So just come out of the Sky Lounge back to the elevators right here. At this side there's some areas for the youngsters. The camp at sea. There's also a video arcade up here, I believe. There's just some cool areas for the little ones, and in here too it's got video games and whatnot in there, camp at sea. And that's the front of deck 11, and what I'll do, I'll whip you back round to the other side. I'll go out of this door here. See, that's the X Club. It's more for the children. Catching them views over here. So I've just showed you deck 11. I'll just see you back at the other side before we head down. So we're back on deck 11, kind of midship. I started up there from 12, if you remember. And this is where the like midship elevators are, that kind of glass elevators on the outside. Thank you. And the last thing I will show you on here is this place called Cuisine, and this is the restaurant that houses what they call the Le Petit Chef. I'll put some shots on screen. It's like an interactive dinner experience where each course comes with like a little show what's put onto your plate. Looks quite quirky, a lot of fun, if that's your thing. And again, that finishes on the bank of the midship elevators, which look onto the outside of the ship. With that being said, I shall see you down on deck 10. So once again, I've come right to the rear of the ship to start deck 10. This we're up there to start with, just above. And there's the very rear of the ship, which brings us around to this area that's called the Sunset Bar, right on the rear of the ship. Really nice area on the outside here. Just had us breakfast on here a couple of times. And they serve all your beverage needs right here. And from here it just cuts straight into the rear end of the Ocean View Cafe, which is basically the buffet here on the Celebrity Summit. The food on here is really nice. I've had breakfast, dinner and lunch in here on a number of occasions this trip. It's all really good. It's split into about 2 sections, but everything's different on each section, which is cool. We've got all these stations, and the staff serve you. You don't help yourself, which keeps it nice and neat and all in order, because when you're on a busy ship you can find that if there's a lot of people just helping themselves, it can end up being quite a mess and what have you, but staff don't really need to keep on top of it as such on here, because they're the ones serving. Just past the water and juice stations right there. Just cut through to the second section. And normally when I've been on these kind of cruise ships, when there's 2 sections split up like this, it generally just repeats everything, but every station's different on this one. Good food, as you can see, fresh. There's a fresh beverage station. Show your card, get whatever you want from there. Beers, soft drinks, whatnot. There's an Indian station, and then they have like a favourite section where they change it up every day. There's more seating on this side, and this is like the front of the Ocean View Cafe. And there's check it over there, there's a nice dessert station in the middle, look. Bring cakes and whatnot. They're just setting up a chocolate fountain right here actually, which looks pretty neat. And again, it's just kind of moved. There's a bakery on that side, right next to all the washing stations. And yeah, all quite all quite keen on cleanliness as usual. Unfortunately, this trip there's a lot of people come down with a stomach bug. Good thing me and Claire haven't got it, which is a good thing. There's a scoops. This is really cool actually. It's all complimentary ice cream. Get any flavour you want as part of your ticket price, which is a nice touch. So we'll just leave this area, Ocean View Cafe sign right there as we head out, and we'll just head out of one of the doors here and it leads us onto the main pool deck. Table tennis if you want to play. We'll just cut through. They've got a couple of table tennis tables on this deck spotted about. There's the main doors to come through here. That's where the elevators are. Let's put you around this side and take it from a different angle. There's juice stations right here also. I'm not sure these ones are operating at the moment. Some life jackets here for the youngsters. You'll notice that there's a lot of, in fact I'll just take you this way, look this, when you come out of the Ocean View there's the main midship elevators right in there, look. Nice views from the elevators onto the outside. There's a lot of sculptures kicking about like this one on this ship. I think you find with Celebrity and Royal Caribbean alike, they like their artwork, there's always plenty of that knocking about. This leads us onto the main pool deck here. Smaller pool, and then there's a main one in the middle. It's not a massive area, jacuzzi tubs on each side. Still adequate enough. There's more people in them today than I've seen all week because of the weather up here in Alaska, or Canada as we say right now on this part of the trip. And yeah, cut through, there's more seating, another hot tub, look. I think there's four hot tubs actually. There's two there and then there's two right over there. Just take these steps up and get a better look. There's like a main pool right there, look. One of the hot tubs. A smaller pool over there with two more hot tubs. Just watch me step as I'm coming down. And we'll continue on. There's like the main pool bar. I'll take you around that way in fact. It'll be easier. I wasn't sure this was going to be open actually, but it seems to be. So this is like the main bar right here on the pool deck. Skirt around this side. It's just on this side actually, it's not identical with another bar opposite. And that brings us on deck 10 to the solarium. A lot smaller solarium on this ship as you'd expect compared to the ones we've been on prior. But still nice enough. Big indoor area, all enclosed. And the solarium's got a couple of hot tubs as well. And right at the side of the solarium we've got the Spa Cafe juice bar. You can get a lot of healthy drinks, healthy foods, juices. There's the menu there you see. Pretty nice. And, some help yourself juice stations also opposite. Yeah, right on the solarium. All the windows are steaming up in here. A bit colder air outside. As you can see there's a main pool in the middle. A couple of jacuzzi tubs again. Give you a closer look. Fairly small, but on a cruise like this is fairly adequate because you don't really get that many people in here to be fair. It's not that kind of sailing. But yeah, come around here, there's some showers at the side. The main pool, big piece of artwork in the form of a large lady or guy in the back. Yeah, nice enough, definitely. We haven't been in here yet, we haven't had time really. We've been off ship most of the time on this cruise, so yeah, that's the solarium on deck 10, and then we'll head through here. More artwork spotting about, which brings us to the rear elevators and the spa. So I said rear elevators, but the front, I'm getting mixed up myself. There's this entrance to the spa. It's very nice, got all your needs for spas, got a fitness centre. I'll not take you all the way through, but I'll just show you quickly. There's a salon to my left. There you go there, through the spa, through into the fitness centre. And that concludes deck 10, folks. I'll take you straight back to the elevators right here. And I shall take you down to deck 5, as the between 10 and 5 it's just all staterooms. So we'll continue from 5 and 3 below it. Okay folks, welcome to deck 5. This time we're at the very front of the ship, and this is the theatre that actually spreads through all 3 of these floors down here. You see deck 5, and there's the elevators right here at the front. And I'll take you through. There's the stairs by my side, which I generally prefer to use. And there's the 3 main levels here, 5, 4, 3. I'm going to take you through now. Considering the size of this ship, because it's not massive, it's got a lot of shopping on this level. Just take you through here briefly, and yeah, it's quite surprising how many stores they've got on here. Actually, it takes up like nearly half of this deck on this ship. Plenty of shops, all your designer brands, plenty of duty-free, gift shops, you name it. Got it all on here. Take you around this way, they're more or less the same on both sides. And you got like duty free on this side, look. It's like kind of the same again to the left. All your shopping needs. Right. And again, to my left right there, it's the same really from where I've just cut through. It's more duty free in that store right there. And straight in front of us there's your usual future cruise section. People maybe being there booking on a bit of a discount. More fancy brands. And then it breaks off into like the middle of the ship, and this is next to the midship elevators on my right, and right here to the right there's a part of the coffee stand, but this is the gelato counter, which is not part of the package. It don't really matter, because when I showed you upstairs you can get all the ice creams and that scoops anyway, so it's pretty cool. And this coffee stand right here is really good on a morning. They do all specialty coffees, hot drinks, teas, plus a selection of cakes at the counter right there. It's excellent for that. And there's a piano. I'm just going to go back around this way. As you can see, that's the middle of the ship with a staircase. You can see all 3 floors. And to my right here is the elevators. More seating over there for the coffee area, as you can see. There's the midship elevators right here, so and just cut through more artwork. And this right here is called Sushi on 5, and this is one of the specialty dining options. Looks quite neat. I've never been in this one. Claire's not a fan of sushi, so I don't generally bother with these. Looks like a cool little joint. And right next to it, to the left, as you come through, I'll just quickly show you Sushi on 5 right there. There's the whole seating arrangement right by the water. Cool little joint, which brings us round here to this side. We call this bar Cellar Masters. It specialises in like special wines and like high-end spirits, that kind of thing. It's only a small bar, this one, but pretty neat. Got a good menu. I've got some really good whiskies and scotches and all that stuff, if that's your bag. So along with your Cellar Masters and Sushi on 5, you've also got this restaurant called Blue on deck 5. This is another specialty dining restaurant, and quite a nice vibe by the look of it in here. Nice decor right on the windows, look. And that's Blue on deck 5. And I will cut you back around to the Cosmopolitan restaurant on the other side for the main dining room. That brings us to the end right here, which is the Cosmopolitan restaurant that takes up 2 of the floors. This is the main dining room of the ship. It's quite neat. I love the decor of this. It's quite nice inside. There's nobody about. I'll try and take you through, but there's nobody around at the minute. But as you can see, it's all like blue themed. And one of our tables just right here on the left by the window if we have it. It's really nice. I'll just try and scoot it around. Hopefully I don't get told off for being in here when I'm not supposed to be. It's really nice, the main atrium just here. You can see the back windows. Yeah, cool dining room taking up 2 floors. So I've just come down the steps here, guys, to deck 4 of the ship, and immediately to my left here we've got what they call Lumine, and this is another specialty dining restaurant. Looks kind of cool. We haven't bothered with any specialty dining on this trip actually. We don't need it because most days we've been off ship, so. But it does look quite a cool little restaurant in there. Can't get in, it's closed now, but yep. So that leads us on to this, which is probably the nicest bar on the ship, I think, inside. It's called the Rendezvous Lounge. It's a fairly big bar. Runs all the way through. I'll cut from one side to other just so I can get a better look. You've got loads of like big couches and seating right in the windows, which is really neat. The main bar is right here. Good drinks. Entertainment floors right there, look. Just skip past, don't want to disturb too many people on my walk around. But yeah, we like sitting in here on these chairs, as you can see at the back. It's really neat. Beautiful scenery to look at while you're doing that one. So yeah, that's the Rendezvous Lounge. It's probably my favourite one, other than the Martini bar that we'll come to in a short moment. There's the rear entrance of the Rendezvous Lounge. I'm going to be in the main body of the ship once more right here. Now this right here is the Martini bar, and this is a really cool, fun atmosphere. We've spent quite a bit of time with these guys serving excellent, and they serve up some of the best drinks. Been sinking a few lemon drops and what have you on there of me and Claire. You see it's got the iced countertop, which is pretty neat. We'll continue. It's got another separate section right here, and it's a very popular bar, is the Martini bar. I'll cut again through. I'm going to cross through again to this side. Now, regular followers of my channel are going to like this next section, the casino. But before I go in, I'll just turn this way. As you see, the main body of the ship with the staircase. The Martini bar's just there to my left, look. Through to the Rendezvous Lounge, midship elevators. Anyway, we'll come in. Most times you see a walkthrough on a ship like this, people just kind of skip through the casino, but I'll show you it in a bit more detail as I kind of know what I'm on with like slot machines and that. Considering the size of this ship, this is a really good casino actually. It surprised me. I didn't expect it to be this big with this many slot machines. You've got some of the newer cabinets right here. All these down this side, and we'll drop down. I'm on the left side and I'll flip from left to right in a moment. We've got some of the old favourites in here. I'll cut through. A lot of people playing because it's a sea day. The main bar is right there. Good service in here, good drinks. One good thing I like about this casino, it's non-smoking. When I've been on the Royal Caribbean ships in the past, you're allowed to smoke in the casino, so it's definitely smoke-free down here. So we've got some of the money link games right there. We've got Buffalo Chief right here. A lot of good aristocrat games on this ship. We've got 3 different variations of Buffalo on this ship. We've got Buffalo Chief, Buffalo Ascension and Buffalo Gold. There's a bank of Buffalo Golds right there. And we've got like Quicket games right here, some of the newer ones, Quicket Ultra Pays. And we've got a craps table. This table's always very busy, a lot of people enjoying this. And then we've got a big bank of Ultimate Firelink games right there, the Light and Wonder favourites. I've always liked Ultimate Firelink, along with Dancing Drums Prosperity, Trees of Wealth. We've got like Kronos games over there, table games to my right, and the cashier cage to my left. And then we've got Dancing Drums, and one of my favourites is just around here. There's a lot of people playing over there, but it's a little bit busy. Excuse me. So we've got Zeus, and then we've got the old favourite, Huff and More Puff right there. I've been spending quite a bit of time on that. and rich little piggies up here. So yeah, there's a good selection of games on this ship, folks. It's for a small ship, it's fantastic. It's coming through, a bit of a squeeze. I've got loads of coin combo games, look on my left right here. Even more on this side. Double blessings, and it's a good casino. And to finish off, we've got 2 Buffalo Gold machines, and we've got 3 Aristocrat Dragon Link machines. Big bank of 5. It's awesome. Good casino, good times. On these decks as well, you can head outside. I'll just take you out real quick. Come right out of that door right here just to take a look on deck. Just thought I'd show you because we're going through one of the most beautiful parts right now, heading into Canada. And it's absolutely gorgeous out here. And as you've probably gathered from the regular vlog you have been watching, we have had best weather on this trip considering it's an Alaskan cruise. And today is just absolutely cracking flags, to be fair. It's awesome. So yeah, we'll take you back in. And we shall push on. So yeah, we just left the casino right there, look. We'll come through, and as usual on these ships, lads like Royal Caribbean, they've got an art gallery. Nice pieces of artwork on here. Get people involved with the, you know, they guess the prices of the art and whatnot. And then you've got your studio for where they do the onboard photographs. And that brings us right back to the theatre entrance right here on deck 4. One entrance there, elevators right here, and another entrance to the theatre. And with that being said, I shall see you down on deck 3. So I've come down on deck 3, and most of deck 3 is actually staterooms, and then you come out here to this section in the mid. See we are in the middle right here, and most of it's staterooms down here apart from this back place. So you've got the guest relations desk right here, and that is at the bottom of the main staircase, which I've just showed you a couple of times, which is also right next to those midship elevators on the outside. You've got the concierge desk right there. And the internet services are right here. Like many ships nowadays, you can connect to Starlink, Elon Musk's Starlink, via the Wi-Fi, and apparently you can get that on about 500 cruise ships now, so they ain't messing about with that. But they've got some internet terminals right here if needs be, next to the elevators. Just swing you back round. It's a nice ship in general, I like it. It's perfect sort of size for the trip we're doing with Alaska, because it's an itinerary based trip, and whatever we've got on here is just a bonus really. That's the shore excursions lobby right here, if you want to book anything off ship as you go through. We have what they call the meeting room on this side next to the staircase, and then down at the bottom there is the Tuscan Grill. It's a little bit of a funny one to get to with the Tuscan Grill, as you've got to walk through here. There's another sign saying there, and then you come into where all the staterooms are, and it's right down this corridor and a bit of a zigzag to get to. It's a bit of a funny one to get to. I'll put a couple of shots on screen of the Tuscan Grill entrance. It's another speciality restaurant on this ship, and as you can see, this area it's just a dead end. So yeah, you have to walk down by the staterooms just to get to that restaurant. A little bit, it seems like a bit of a funny setup, that one, to me, but yeah. Anyway guys, that was a quick deck tour of the Celebrity Summit on this 7-night Alaskan cruise, and it's been an awesome trip. Those of you are just tuning in for this video, we've done a big vlog on this one from start to finish. We started in Seattle, we went to Anchorage, took the train to Seward, then we jumped on this ship for a week, and we're finishing with 2 nights in Vancouver. If you want to join us in that, I will put a link in the description. But with that being said guys, I'll finish it right here at the main stairwell, looking up. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Take care.
We don't worry about seeing